morning, you guys. It's day number 24 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Those of you that have not been following along, I have been getting into a 32-degree temperature ice bath every single day so far this year. And my goal is to make it the entire year of 2022 getting into an ice bath. And when I say ice bath, guys, I mean it is loaded with ice baby. So those of you who usually ask me, where does all that ice come from? This is the Morozco Forge. That's the name of the company that makes this. And it's their ice tank. This is made specifically for doing ice baths. And it makes its own ice. In fact, usually I have to rub my hands along the bottom of the tub before I get in, because one day, day 6, I stepped in. And I want to show you guys, they're healing along pretty well. But that's where I cut myself on day number 6 on the ice. They are healing, but ever so slowly. But you can see where they really got gashed in pretty good. But so today I rubbed my hand along the bottom, and there is a little bit of ice down there sticking. So it's going to be a little slippery when I get in. I will be very careful getting in. So if I go down a little slow, you know why. So, all right, guys. So here is what we're going to do. I always, you guys, talk about a topic. And today, I want to talk about how we are in a spoiled society where we don't know how to handle extremes in temperature. We become very spoiled at staying at convenient temperatures. I want to talk about that a little bit. But this is part of the reason why I think people have a hard time with ice baths, for example, is because we've become so accustomed to a room temperature kind of world year round. Like, doesn't matter. Summer, you try to have the air conditioning on. We'll get more into that. Winter, you try to have the heat on. And I got a few funny stories about the winter and how I walk around during the winter. So 5 minutes on the clock. Let's set you guys down. Tilt you downward so we can see all the action of Jimmy freezing his tushy off. 5 minutes on the clock. And again, I'm going to be slow getting in because I know it's very slick on the bottom. I've already tested, and there is a big sheet of ice on the bottom, but it's not jagged. It's all smooth, but it's very slick. So bear with me as I get in slower than normal. All right, and start. All right, you guys. Yeah, I don't want to slip on this big sheet of ice down here, so bear with me. Yeah, there's the ice, okay? Okay, you guys, so the topic I want to talk about here today, I think it's a good one to bring up because, especially in American culture, we like to stay in very neutralized type of temperatures, don't we? During the summertime, we have air conditioning when it's excessively hot outside. And we like to keep the air conditioning on to a level that keeps it pretty much within like low 70s for most people. And then during the winter time, we turn on the heater to do the same thing, to warm up the house from the coldness of the outside and then getting it to somewhat near 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Why do we do that? We do that because that's what we've been accustomed to. And I think that is a big reason why a lot of us have health issues. Think about how many health issues you have because the body has not been allowed to adapt to what is the natural environment. Think about hunter-gatherer days. Back in the caveman days, did they have heaters? Did they have air conditioners? No. They had to learn to deal with the elements. Now, they did have fire, and they did get into bodies of water, but for the most part, they did not artificially change those temperatures that they're around. So getting in an ice bath is basically telling my body, hey, it's okay to go a little colder. And what that has done for me personally, you guys, is I'm able to go around during the winter time in shorts and t-shirt and be completely fine. Now, people give you funny looks. I mean, really funny looks when you walk around short and t-shirt and it's 30-something degrees outside. But you're able to do that. That is what this cold tolerance does, you guys. It allows you to have that flexibility. It allows you, quite frankly, to do what the body is intended to do. The body is so much more resilient than we want to give it credit for. The body is capable of taking on extreme temperatures and handling it. The only reason we don't handle it well is because we don't expose our bodies to that type of extreme. Now, as far as the heat goes, getting into an infrared sauna will acclimate you to being able to handle hotter temperatures, just as being in an ice bath can help you with the cooler ones. We're just so spoiled. We got to stop being spoiled. We have to stop thinking that everything has to be this controlled environment, controlled temperature. If we allow ourselves to get cold, we'll get a cold and we'll get sick. And no. None of that bullshit is even true. It never has been true, and it never will be true. We have to stop being spoiled. We have to acclimate. We have to allow ourselves to experience these extremes in temperature, just like our caveman ancestors did. All right, guys, 5 minutes is up. Work my way up here. It's real slick, so hang with me. I do not want to fall on that ice that's down here. Hang with me. Going slow. There's a big sheet of ice since the Morosco Forge makes its own ice. It's got a big sheet of ice at the bottom. And so I did not want to slip on that. Whew. Are you guys feeling me on that one? I think we have gotten so spoiled where we allow ourselves to think that being in anything other than climate-controlled buildings is somehow uncomfortable. And it's not. Not when you push yourself, not when you allow yourself to be exposed to cold, to be exposed to even like a sauna for heat, allowing yourself to feel what it feels like to have those extreme temperatures and letting your body respond accordingly. We don't let our bodies act the way they need to act. We keep our bodies under well control when it comes to temperature. And that's a shame, because I think we could probably do so much better for ourselves, for our health, if we allowed the body to experience a little bit of fluctuation in the way that we have temperatures, like in our house, and how we live our lives. I think so anyway. I have seen such an incredible improvement in a lot of areas of my own life just by doing what I did. 5 minutes in an ice bath every single day. That's all. That's it. How hard is that? It's not hard at all. It's something that has become now a regular practice for me. 2022, I've made it a daily practice for me. And the purpose is simple. Can I do it? Can I push myself to do something hard? And then over time, can that hard become easier? Can that hard allow my body to start doing things that, but for me doing this, I would not be able to do? And that's why I do the ice bath. That's why I come on here on camera at 5 o'clock Eastern every single day, so I can show you that we can get out of our bubble of the comfort of the inside buildings where we keep the temperature 72 degrees year round. We don't need to have those, quote, comforts of life when our body can be served so much better by pushing it to not be comfortable. Yes, comfortable in certain situations is fine, but I think people go through their whole lives just wanting to be comfortable all the time. The body's not meant to be under a constant sense of comfort. If you believe that, that's a lie, and it's not serving you well. And so we got to stop being so spoiled. And I know modern day conveniences, modern day technologies make it easy to be spoiled, but we got to stop being spoiled by this notion that we have to stay at some, 72 degrees Fahrenheit year round. No. Allow yourself to get warm during the summer. Allow yourself to get cold during the winter. And then during the summer, take ice baths. During the winter, get in a sauna. Allow your body to experience the extremes of the temperature, because it's going to help you and serve you very well. All right, let's scroll back. Got a few less people here today than normal. We are definitely a spoiled society, says Concert Pro. Yes, we are, but we can do something about that. If you know you yourself are spoiled in certain areas, change that. That's it. That's it. We have that power. We have the ability to push ourselves to do things that are hard. Linda says, got my cold shower and really concentrated on the vagus nerve today. Excellent. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. So try the cold shower, guys. Linda's one of my troopers that's out there that has started it, but you're not the only one, Linda. I put out the poll the other day. How many of you have started at least doing cold showers after watching me do my ice baths? And 2/3 of the respondents all said they had started. So that was pretty darn cool. And yeah, just start with that. A couple minutes at the end of your shower. See how you feel. And if you feel good, keep going a little longer. If you can get into a cold shower and you could let that water immerse your head and the back of your head where the vagus nerve is and your whole body and just get it all, and you can stay in there, say 25 minutes or so, yeah, you're well on your way to getting to an ice bath soon. Holly says, late again, darn. Sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes I go a little bit early, so I apologize for that. I do say around 5. Sometimes I get anxious. I'm ready to get in there, and I've been ready to get in for over an hour. So I almost got in an hour ago, and I'm like, no, people will be pissed off at me if I go an hour early. But if I'm 5 minutes early, it's no big deal. And that's what I was today. I was 5 minutes early. So guys, day number 24, rocking and rolling on this. I'm so pleased I'm being able to show on camera the power of an ice bath. It's something so freaking simple, and yet look at how profound all the things that I've talked about in the first 22 days, 23 days, 24 days now, how profound this is. And it's something that you can implement right away and actually doesn't cost you anything. Now, the Morozco Forge cost me something, but getting in an ice cold shower, especially during the winter time, you want to know what cold therapy feels like. Go into a cold shower during the winter time and experience that coldness and allow yourself to get acclimated. You're not going to get acclimated by osmosis. You're going to have to expose yourself to the cold water and allow the cold water to hit you. And yes, it's not comfortable. Yes, it's something that's outside the norm for you. This is what I was talking about during the main point today of we got to stop being so spoiled by having controlled temperature environments. We need to push ourselves out of that. I will tell you something kind of interesting today. So an hour ago, I told you I wanted to get into the ice bath an hour ago. The reason why, I felt actually kind of warm today. And I don't know if that was my body almost sensing that I was about to get into an ice bath. You know how sometimes the body will respond like to, you know, if you smell a steak, your mouth will start watering even before it's on your plate and you're eating it. Just the smell will make your mouth water. I wonder if the time of day, knowing that the sun's going down and that I was about to get into the ice bath, I wonder if my body said, all right, dummy up there is about to put us in cold water. Let's start getting warm now. And so how cool would that be if I'm getting a little bit of like a salivating, so to speak, of my body waiting to devour the ice bath? I don't know if there's anything to that, but that's kind of cool to think about, that the body kind of knows, is kind of ready for it. All I know is I felt really, really warm in the last hour before this ice bath. And it's just kind of neat to think about, hey, the body kind of went, all right, we're about to devour that steak, so to speak. We're about to get cold, so let's go ahead and make the boy a little warm. So when he gets in there, it's not so bad. And I will tell you, it's warmer outside today. I think it's in the low 50s, like 52 degrees outside. So the outside temperature being warmer and then getting into that cold water, I actually did okay once I got in. It's still cold when you get in, but that need to breathe so hard was not there today. So I credit that, and I credit the body being a little bit warm and was ready for the colder temperature. So pretty fascinating stuff, right? All right, guys, you guys are being real quiet on me today, but thank you so much for watching here on day number 24 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. Getting into an ice bath every single day, you guys, 32 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes a day all throughout 2022. Carnivore NL says, saying hello from the Netherlands, home of the Iceman. Yes, the great Wim Hof. I would love to get Wim on my podcast sometime. I think he and I would get along like two peas in the pod, because he's got such a joy for life like I do. He obviously is the guy that put cold therapy on the map. He is the guy. And then his breathing technique to increase oxygen flow. Yeah, he would be a really fascinating interview if I could ever get him to come on my podcast. I could handle interviewing Wim Hof very easy. So one of these days, I've tagged him in a few of my posts. So if he reads his own social media, he's seen what I'm doing. So, all right, guys, let me pop off of here for now, get out of these wet clothes. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back again real soon. Bye, everyone.